All right. What is this? Let me see. All right, gentlemen. So let's see. Let's start here. As far as announcements go, so on Monday we finished the last of the new material. So today we'll do as many of the corresponding homework questions for section 6.4, system of linear equations and two variables as we can. And so this is an extra credit opportunity. This is extra credit, one of those extra credit days, right? So I'm gonna try to get out as many extra credit points as I can that can go towards your overall grade. Let me see a snapshot of the schedule for the remaining of the semester. So we meet today, and then we break for the weekend. We'll meet on Monday of next week, right? And then we're not going to meet on next Wednesday. I think the school officially closes at noon on Wednesday of next week. And then, so we'll break for the Thanksgiving holiday, and then we'll come back after the holiday. We'll only have two more sessions remaining, two more meetings remaining, that Monday and that Wednesday. So that Wednesday, November 29th, is going to be our last time meeting. So after the holiday, well, one before and two after. After today, we have three meetings, and so we'll use each meeting to kind of start reviewing for the final, right? So on this upcoming Monday, we'll focus on exam one content, and then a week later, the Monday after the holiday, we'll focus on exam two content, and then that Wednesday, the last day of class, we'll focus on exam three along with the two additional sections content. For right now, you can anticipate our final to be just like our exams 1, 2, and 3. I haven't gotten any like word as far as a common final or anything like that. So more than likely, I'll proctor your final, and you can anticipate it just being like we did exams 1, 2, and 3. Remote, unlimited attempts, and you'll have access to it for at least 5 days. Also, anything can happen for any student. You could be at any position on the scale and still pull through. Like even if you're at the bottom, you could still potentially earn an A. And I say that because keep in mind that all of our assignments, there's only a 10% late penalty. That includes exams, right? So I'm perfectly fine with you taking this content and either connecting with a tutor or a classmate or even me and going line by line to get everything submitted. Now, if you're going back and submitting old assignments to boost your overall grade, I would definitely encourage you to prioritize your exams because that's where you're going to get the most bang for your buck, right? And then the thing I would prioritize last are the homeworks. The homework is going to be a lot of work for minimal points, right? So, I mean, you know the nature of these things. You know how the exams go. You get unlimited attempts, but you don't know until you submit it. The system is only going to show your highest score, right? So as usual, if you have questions or concerns, feel free to unmute yourself to get my attention. Or if you've emailed me and I haven't responded, just get my attention now before we leave and we can talk about it live. I can make a private room, you know, and a private breakout room or whatever and do what we need to do. Let me see. I'm pretty sure we got some people. Nobody's in the waiting room, so I'm not going to worry about it. So we're going to kind of forge ahead. So again, extra credit opportunity today. We're going to try to get out as many points as we can together. Okay. So let me generate a random number. The random number generated is 18. So let's start with question 18. Okay. Oh no. Okay. All right. So let's keep going. Question 18. Solve the system by the substitution method. I'll give you 3 minutes on this one. 3 sets. We want 3 minutes. Okay. Okay, so the timer is going. So take a screenshot. Just take 3 minutes to yourself and see can you solve this. I'm gonna let some music play in the background. This is one where to get the points, it's the first one to submit the correct answer in the chat gets the credit. Okay. Oh, my screen. That's what I missed. Thanks. Share the screen. Start the broadcast. I was like, what am I missing? All right, thanks for that. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna let some music kind of play. Hold on. If you're just joining us, we have this question. We still got 2 minutes left on the clock, and credit goes to the first one that can get this correct. We still got another minute. Oh, I see the result. Okay, let's see. Here, just in case you got it wrong, if you got a different answer, it's probably a good idea to submit it. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, I'm seeing multiples. Keep going. Ooh, I need a maybe. I need. What's going on here? Not confidence. Am I submitting both of those or how much time? 30 seconds. We submitting both of those. I'll submit both of them. I don't know if they're correct or not, so let's turn this off unless you like change it or something. Okay, let's see if those work. We'll go parentheses -8, comma -6, and then you're saying 6, comma 8. Let's see. Okay, you got it. So Mr. Peters, okay, right here, boom, just like that. Okay. All right, let's see if we can get some more points out to people. Okay, my random number is here. Generate. Let's go to question 13. Right here. Okay. Solved by the elimination method. Okay, so first one to give me the correct result here. I'll give you 3 minutes. This is a little bit long, but we'll go with it. Right here. Okay, so 3 minutes on the clock, and I'm gonna just let some music run. Let's get a little visuals. We got 2 minutes and 22 seconds. Oh, while you guys work on that. We got the results. Is that your final answer, or do you have one more? Final answer. So I'm gonna say it's not. There's more. So points are still on the board, and we have another minute. Okay, so I think with your powers. Okay, so let's see. 4 and 3 with the plus and the minus. I think there's a total of 4 solutions here, right? before we check, right? Before we submit these results, let me open up Desmos and let's take a look at the graphs. Okay. So the first one we have is 3x squared minus 2y squared equals 30. Okay. And then the next one we have is 4x squared plus 3y squared equals 91. Okay. So let me zoom in because it's looking weird because we're so zoomed out. See if I can change that. I don't know how to change. I'm going to reset the window. Okay. So now when we put this into Desmos and we can see where these four intersect, you can see the 4, the 3 with the plus and the minus, right? So the 4, 3 by itself wasn't enough, but we needed those other 3 points as well, right? So I'll give you both credit for it. 4, 3, comma. Just learned this trick today. Let's copy. Nope. Can I undo? Can I just delete everything? Paste. Paste. There we go. Okay, so one of them has a double negative, 2 have single negatives, and 1 is double positive. Okay, so this is what we needed. Okay, Mr. Calder and Mr. Peters. All right. All right, so random number is here, generate, we get 21. Let's take a look at question 21. Okay. The timer will start when I finish reading it. Ms. Suzuki invested $13,000 into 2 accounts, one yielding 4% interest and the other yielding 11%. If she receives a total of $800 in interest at the end of the year, how much did she invest in each account? Okay, I'll give you 3 minutes. Okay, so take some time. Can I zoom in? Okay, that's fine. So the timer's going. Let me start a little bit of music. All right. Just a moment. Well, I'll do that a little bit later. Okay. Oh, I was just about to take the points off the board. Listen. Which one is 9,000? So you're telling me let's try 9,000 here. Okay, I'll just kind of go with it for now, but let me do this. Let me do the following. Okay. So let me start by getting a screenshot of this guy. Let's take some notes. Okay. So the challenge here, I feel like, is just setting it up properly. You're not gonna. Okay. Okay. I mean, so she invested 13,000 into two accounts, right? So we'll let X be the amount at 4%. We're going to let Y be the amount at 11%. Okay. So if you take the amount into the first account plus the amount in the second account, that should total 13,000. Okay. And then they gave us some information about the total interest earned. So we're going to use simple interest. Okay. So the interest from the first account, I equals PRT, right? So that's going to be P is our X, the rate is that, and the time is 1 year, plus the principal in the second account times the rate, the time is 1 year, and that should total $800. At this point, we have two equations, two unknowns, and we can solve, right? Okay. So then from there, we can actually just look at the graph, right? Okay. So let's see. We did X plus Y equals 13,000. And then we did 0.04x plus 0.11y equals 800. Okay. Then we just look and see where these guys cross. So notice I had to zoom out and change my window. And according to this, when X is 9,000, so 9,000 in the first account and 4,000 in the second account. Okay. So let's see. Okay. All right. The points have been distributed. Let me zoom out some to get a better view. Okay. Okay. Random number, generate 9. Did we do 9 already? Okay. Uh-oh. Oh. All right. If I'm doing a remote, I'm gonna just pull it up and I'll put it in Pearson. Okay, question 9 here. Substitution. Okay, so let's take 2 minutes. First one to get the correct answer in the chat gets the credit. Let me restart the timer. I'll do 2 minutes. Start the timer. Nope, go away. We got this. And we'll let some music ride. We got to vote. Let's see. I usually do that. I just didn't do it this time. That's okay. So -6, -1, parentheses, -6, -1. Okay. What's the time? Let's keep going. Let's try to get it some more. Random number 2. Let's go to question 2. Okay, so with this one, I'll do a poll. Polls, general multiple choice, and launch. Okay. Let's take 2 minutes and, which one do you think is correct? A, B, C, or D? Let me start the timer. And I'm gonna just put some music on. Looks like it's D. Let's go with the answer choice D. Okay, let me see who we got. Okay. What's the time? No, it's not time for that just yet. Okay. All right, let's do another one. Need a random number, generate. Let's check out 22. Okay, take 3 minutes and give this one a go. This one goes to the first one to get it correct in the chat. Timer, 3 minutes. Start. Okay. Okay. I want to try something here. I have one way I used to do this. I want to try something to see if I can get it to work. Before I submit this. So let me see. Okay. I just want to confirm something really quick. I'd like to take some notes. Okay. So it says the coffee shop counter charges $7 per pound for Kenyan French roasts and $6 per pound for Sumatran coffee. How much of each type should be used to make a 20-pound blend that sells for $6.50 per pound? Okay, I think I'm gonna try to set it up the way I used to do it. Let me see if this works. So, like when we used to do mixing problems, like in chemistry, let me see. It used to be amount times percent. So I'll say the amount of the first item times I'll say the price of the first item plus the amount. I can't write today. Amount of item number two times the price for item number two equals the final amount times the final price. Okay, let me just see if I can get this to work. Right, this is piggybacking off of my chemistry problems how we used to do for mixing. Let me see, $7 per pound. So Kenyan French roast. We'll let K be. We'll let X be for the Kenyan French roast. Like X equals the Kenyan French roast, and we'll let Y be for the Sumatran coffee. Okay. So we have some unknown amount of the first. Let's see, the price of that one is $7 per pound plus an unknown amount of the second. I don't know if this is going to work. It's going to be $6 per pound. We're going to come back to this. I got something. And then final amount, we want a 20-pound blend, right? That costs $6.50 per pound, $6.65. Okay. Now we still have two unknowns. So now for Y, let's write Y in terms of X. If we want to finish with 20, let me think about it. 20 pounds. So if we take X pounds of the first and we want to finish with 20 pounds, Y, we can write Y in terms of X as 20 minus X, right? So I'm going to rewrite this as 20 minus X. Okay. So then at this point, we have one equation, one unknown we should be able to solve. Now let me think if I could think of a better way to do this. So again, this is one equation, one unknown. We can solve this guy and confirm the numbers. Let me see another way. Let me see. Now, I'll do this in green because I'm kind of playing around here. We know that X plus Y, the amount of the first plus the amount of the second should total 20 pounds. If the first one is $7 per pound, plus $6 per pound. For some reason, I keep getting this urge to set this equal to 1. Like supposing that we have 1 pound, right? Let me solve this system and see if I get the same thing. So these are two different techniques. I don't know that these are necessarily equal. Let me see. Yeah, I think they are because in the first one, oh wait a minute, we didn't use the 665. That's the price. Okay, so if the first one is $7 per pound plus $6 per pound, we want the final price to be 665. That's what I'm missing is the 665. All right, so let's change that from a 1 to a 665. And let me see. Because that one would be 20 minus X. It would all match up except for that 20. Okay. One of these is correct. That's the price times the amount plus the price times the amount. That's the price. Yeah, I think we still need the amount there. Okay, so if I wanted to use this other one that I created, I'm feeling like I need a 20 here. Because notice are all price times the amount, price times the amount. Something's a little bit off though. But let's let's try this. I wanted to try this in GeoGebra. See if we can get it to work. So let me try the green one first. X plus Y equals 20. Okay. And then 7x. Maybe we don't need the 20 there. Let's keep going. 7x plus 6y equals, we're going to say 6.65 times 20. All right, let's see what happens there. Oh, are they crossing at 0? That sure does look like 0. So let me knock off this 20. That doesn't look any good either. Okay, let me check something else. Let me see. So there. Okay. So here, let me do it a different way then. If I go back to my first one, what I'm going to do, let's do 7x plus parentheses 20 minus x times 6. Okay, and we want that to equal 20 times 6.65. Final amount. What if we lose that 20? Does it behave properly? Nope, it's just kind of shifting. There's something that I'm missing. Let me hop over here. This one. Just want to give you an example. Blown away self with 1035 times 20 pounds. Yeah, we did that. Like, why isn't it working? 20 times that. 1035 times the 20, right? That's exactly what we did. Okay. So then based on that, it looks like this one should be correct. So again, x plus y equals 20. Okay. 7x plus 6y equals 6.65 times 20. Okay. Now I know I typed it before and now it looks totally different. Maybe I didn't type it. I think I may have missed something last time. But now we have a point of intersection is 13 and 7. Yeah. Okay. So the green is correct. And subtract 20 minus x. They're actually both correct. They're the same thing, just expressed in different ways. Right? Because if we take the green, if we solve for y from the first equation, y equals 20 minus x, and then plug that into the second equation, we'll get the black equation. Okay. So we see that when x is 13 and y is 7 is correct. And I think that's what this, I know one of you submitted that. Yeah. Check. And we're out. Okay, so that was Mr. Peters. Okay, let's do at least one sudden death question. Okay. Okay. So we'll do one more question that's worth 10 points, right? So that means this is anybody's, right? So whoever gets this one correct wins it for the day. Okay, so let's do a random number. Let's go. Have we done 13 already? Okay, so we'll do 14. Okay, so let's take 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Start. Okay. And first one to get this one correct in the chat wins the game for the day. So that I'm trying to give somebody else an opportunity to take the lead. So this is like all or nothing. 2 minutes is on the clock, and let's get some music going. This goes in Dutch. Oh, you guys are neck and neck. Oh my goodness. Oh, it was so close. It was like a split second. I was like, oh. I kind of want to get something. He was too quick. Too fast. Charles Xavier. Too fast. I'm trying to. I think you got it. Okay. So, like, for instance, if we're looking at this one, right? So the consensus has been no solution, right? Notice that if we multiply equation 1 by -7, -7 times 1 is -7, -7 times -1 is +7, but -7 times 2 is not 5. So when that happens, when the variables match and the constant doesn't, that means it's no solution. So it should be C, right? So I think he got it by like a split second. He was like, "No, I'm not gonna do all the heavy lifting and let these guys swoop in at the last second and take my." He was like, "No." All right, so I think this is hands down. I think he dominated, right? So, but we have a spread, right? So, and it kind of was weird because we didn't really get many like multiple choice like in my other group. I know we had one opportunity I missed. So our first runner up, that gets the second prize for today is Mr. Calder. And our grand prize goes to Mr. Peters, right? I will give participation. So let me see. He was a quick draw, Mr. Washington. He got in there. I'll give him participation for that. Right? So the grand prize for today is 10 extra credit points, goes to Mr. Peters. First runner up, Mr. Calder, gets 5 extra credit, and then participation is 3 is Mr. Washington. Yeah, I think that's how the numbers fell today. So hang on, give me a moment. Share right here. Okay. So while we were in class, earlier in the day, I sent my the department chair a message asking about the final because usually College Algebra 1 has a common final. He sent me a text message. He said that there is a common final, but it's still not 100% clear. So I'll give you updates on that as soon as I get updated. Either it'll be remote or it might be in person. I'll get just kind of chill on that for right now. But there is a common final, but I'm going to try to see if I can just do my own thing. If I can do my own thing, then it'll be similar to exams 1, 2, and 3. I'll give you like a couple of days to work on it. If I have to like use their stuff, then I'll give you that update. Okay. But in the meantime, I would encourage everyone to go back and maximize your scores. Now, if you're submitting old assignments to boost your overall score, I would definitely encourage each person to prioritize your old exams because that's where you're going to get the most bang for your buck. Right? And then work for minimal points. And then I'm perfectly fine if you take anything that's on Pearson homework, quizzes, and exams. You take it You can collaborate with your classmates or me or a tutor, anybody. I just need it to be submitted on your end, whatever score that you want, right? Um, yeah, and I'll keep you updated about the final. And again, next week we will meet on Monday, but we're not going to meet on Wednesday, right? So we have a total of 3 sessions remaining. Are there any burning questions before we go our separate ways? Going once, going twice, forever hold your peas and rice. Okay. So if there aren't any burning questions, we're going to go ahead and end the session here. And from one beautiful mind to another, have a great weekend, gentlemen, and I'll see you next week, same time, same place. Take care. Peace.